Hello. Do some lovely. Fuck.
Whip smack.
I really got a new level, a new part of this. See if I can get some more experience. This shit sucks.
Spinning pain. Spinning pain. Spinning pain.
Yes. Double flash.
Yeah, I need 100 battles of 10 to get up one level. See, they're all promoting like women to not be married before 30 and shit.
Pain.
But notice that, like, every time you see Hollywood shift their stuff over, like when they went feminist and they went, you know, gay and that, or whatever the hell it is, you start seeing, like, a huge amount of change in how people do things. I always find that really funny. Because, like, it seems really, like, fucking dumb. Not in the sense of, like, Hollywood changes because people watch movies all the damn time. Every time something comes out and that, like, let's push it on women really hard to be independent or something. But all you're doing is throwing yourself in a loop of being not happy, basically. Because the whole point of it is single motherhood sucks ass because you have to work. First off, you have to work twice as hard, if not 3 times as hard, just to keep up. That's why a lot of girls go on OnlyFans. Because it's easier for them to make a enormous amount of money quickly. Well, and that's what it is. It's like, it's really, I mean, it's going to go back to normal anyway because people are fighting left and right for this crap. I think it's kind of, stupid that people want to be so dramatic and treating other people like shit. And it's just like, dude, what's the whole point of that? Like, what's the whole point of being so dramatic over really silly stuff?
Yes. Double lash. Whip smack.
I mean, it's like the way I look at it from, not even from a man's perspective, from an overall perspective. Like all these women I do talk to that. That's why I talk to so many of them now. I'm starting to realize that, my God, there's a lot of stupid shit going on around there. And like the more I see, the stuff happening, I see that men are less miserable because they don't have to deal with a headache of a woman, so to speak. Women are more miserable because they have to deal with having kids without someone to help them out. And then they blame it on men too. No. Don't blame it on man. Blame it on yourself for not getting a good man. I mean, obviously you do too much. So like the one girl I talked to, and that she's an older lady in that, and I talked to her about her situation, all stuff like that, and I was just telling her about certain things, and she honestly, she was agreeing with me in that. She's like, yeah, it's hard raising 4 kids without having someone in the house and that, or whatever it is. I'm like, of course. I'm like, that's how it is. So if you live and you say, I refuse to want a man that can do everything wrong, why? Why hold this empowerment when you're fucking miserable? Why brainwash yourself to think that you're happy but you're miserable as fuck? And then they bring up money, you bring all this stuff like that, but that doesn't matter if you're miserable. Like, if I had $1 million right now, and just to say I was, living like Andrew Tate or whatever, being, a manly man, all that stuff and that, or whatever they want to talk about. And now I'm helping other men to become what they call more men, but my version of man is not being a enormous amount of money person. The version of a man is to do the things you like to do and to be able to perform at the best expectation of yourself. Could be anything. People with little money, like a lot of people play Fortnite now. Fortnite gives people millions and millions of dollars to play Fortnite, keep on breaking up more bullshit. That's how you get all these people on Twitch. They all jack each other off and that make all this money and that. And they're worthless men. They're worthless people. I ain't gonna lie about it. A lot of them are worthless. Some are, they're cowards. They're gigantic pussies and that. They hide behind their money. But once they don't have money in that, because they were sore losers before, and then they focused on playing a game that was kind of new, and all of a sudden they made all this money off of it. And then they're fucking sitting there. And they're sitting there bragging about all this stuff and that, but like Andy Tate had a couple of them on that. He had that QXC guy on. I was a little short in that. And the guy was such a pussy. And he was sitting there, he's asking, like, what if some guy came and broke into your house and that? And then one guy got legitimately scared right off the bat. He's like, who would go down there, you or the woman? He's like, you would go down there. And the QXC just freaked the fuck out. He's like, no one's going down there. I need to survive. And he started like getting really loud. He's obnoxious, and he started being like kind of a big old dick in that. I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you serious, dude? And it was like, wee. And like, I'm just sitting there like, dude was yelling at you. This is what emotional fear does to you. You don't think logically. It never happened to me now. It's because you live in a rich ass neighborhood. But if someone broke into your house, what would you do? I would stay upstairs and call the police and survive. What if he came upstairs? Whoa, you know, he was being a coward about him. Then I'm sitting there like, how do you have a high class Twitch channel when you're such a fucking pussy, dude? Like, why do you deserve all this fucking money and when you're like, you have all that money now, all you have to do is fuck where you at. You can buy an arsenal of guns and just keep a closet full of guns in your fucking room. You got millions and millions of dollars. I mean, honestly, you could do that for safety, you know. And it like blew my mind. I'm just sitting there like, and Eddie Taylor was sitting there like laughing at him and that. He was freaking the fuck out and that. See, well, if he has a weapon, I'm not going down there. I was like, well, if you have a weapon and that, whoa, and he's like crying about him and that. And everyone else is looking at him as, well, as the pussy that he is. So, I mean, it's like, okay. So it was, 5-2, so this experience still sucks ass. God, this experience is so bad. And I'm just sitting there like, you can't be that big of a pussy, bro. Like, what do you do with your life? You stream, 16 hours a day, and then you want to complain about people telling you that life could be better if you weren't such a pussy. Like, I was like crying. Like, you never lift weights your whole entire life. You don't need to be that strong to defend yourself. You just gotta be strong enough to handle your weight. That's how I look at it. I think it's 1-5-2. I want 3, cocksucker leg. No, it like, because you press it too fast, it kind of lags a little bit, so it's always like a little bit behind. Is that it? Nope. Okay, doesn't matter. Whee! I'm gonna fight some more battles anyway. These battles suck. Maybe they can give me a new weapon or something. Dude, but that shit was priceless. I've never seen such a pussy in my whole entire life. He's like, I need to survive. It's like, you can't survive. The guy's coming up and you can't defend yourself, motherfucker. What are you gonna do? Give him money? You can do that. Dummy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the gym here in a little bit. Oops. Level up so slow. Come on, do I do 100 fucking battles, get one fucking damn level. The experience better be higher in the next area. This is still the same amount of experience. So we got 2, 3. There it goes. Okay, 3 effect. Man, that shit was priceless though. Whee! Let's go to. Actually, let's go face through each other. Right. No. I'll do the. Left. He's like almost there. I don't know why you can't jump. Well, that's what happens when you don't lift the weights that you don't actually go through the whole man cycle. You end up becoming a big pussy. Like, the more you lift the weights, the more you see how strong you can actually be. And when your strength constantly goes up, you can see a enormous fucking difference. It's back. To both rights. Okay, I'll fight me a couple more battles. Take a big ass piss and I start going to the gym. I don't know what I want to do today. I can say my triceps really hurt, but my lats fucking hurt though. I don't know. What?
Whip smack. Yes. Double lash.
I wish you guys could be like 50 or something so I can get a little more experience. Oh, God, it's so weird. Damn. Oh, there it is. Hold on.
Yes. Double lash.
Shut the fuck up. Ah! Damn, that was roasted toasted. The dude walks in using a pickup line on a girl in real life. So he comes up and he says, "Do you know how to get to this place?" And she's like, "I don't talk to people that are dusty. It's two black people." And the dude's like, "I'm just asking for directions." And she's all like, "No, I know how to. This is 2023." So he gives her a plan B. It's basically the fucking birth control. He's like, "I don't need this. This ain't for you. This is for your mom. This is for your mom, so you don't have any more accidents." So and she started busting out laughing. This is fucking. The dude gets her number and probably bangs her because he literally made fun of her. And she's like, "Oh my god, my feelings." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I guess so stupid. Women are crazy. How do you not know proper etiquette? A guy can literally be sitting there saying some shit. "I'll turn your mind around in a second." Wow. I mean, hold on. We're gonna listen to this one. It's so dumb. I don't know if it's fake or not. It probably is fake, but. She want me. She want me.
Hey, do you know how to get the rope?
Boy, you know you're not like you're a little too thirsty.
Too thirsty. I was just trying to ask for directions, man.
Come on, boy, it's my favorite.
Are you serious, my brother? Do this.
Wait, why did you give me a plan B?
That's not for you. That's for your mum. I just want to make sure she doesn't have any more accidents. I'm valid now, yeah?
I'm sorry, that was hard.
You know what to do with this.
She want me. She want
She's hot as hell, too. That's cool.
What would it take for you guys to be monogamous with someone?
Never.
Then?
That's stupid.
Wow. Stupid.
I would never be monogamous.
I'm not going to let you
I
get
didn't
that
bust my
shit.
ass to get to a certain point to have sex with one girl. That's absolutely retarded. And most guys would agree with me if they would want to be honest with themselves. No guy becomes successful to have sex with one girl. That is absolutely retarded. It goes against my biological programming. It's not what men want. And I'm not going to restrict myself to one girl. That's foolish. So I would just be honest. Yo, I'm always having sex with other girls. I care about you. You're one of the mains, right? One of the 4 wives. But always have sex
Well,
with
as
other
long
girls.
as you're honest, you want to get married to one person.
Not have 4 wives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think most guys just aren't built to be monogamous to one girl. Like, it just doesn't work. It sounds good in theory, but it doesn't work. Like, at some point, he's always going to want to step out and have another girl. And I think that's, honestly, I think if a guy busts ass and reaches a certain level, he should be able to do that.
What would it take for you guys?
Me and Andrew are very close. I've been on countless tables with Andrew and Tristan Tate and Sterling Cooper, and they all bring beautiful, stunning women to the table. The only thing that happens when they get up to pee is I ask them, "How in the hell did you land him?" That is your job as a friend. I would leave my girl and my bank card with the Tates any day of the week. I have told some seriously beautiful women to fuck off in my Instagram inbox, so me and Andrew and Tristan can laugh about it because they slept with that girl 3 years ago. The only way it's easy to take pride in it as a man to be in serious abundance. Me and Andrew are very close.
Let me ask you a question. Who makes more money, male models or female models?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what models make like that. I would think both. I mean, I would think if they're paying a guy in Vogue and a woman in Vogue, they're going to pay them the same, right? No. No?
How to do modeling?
I don't know. So what is it?
Oh, the girl for a runway, they do like 3,000 different so different, you know.
So they pay you more than the guy?
That guy, yeah, they pay him like half that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. So in that case, and in some cases...
19%.
What now?
I said privilege is invisible to those that have it, which I'm not surprised you didn't know that. Let me ask you a question.
I'm just wondering, what's it like to be with such a stud?
It's wonderful.
Fabulous! Have a good day, you guys. I'm just wondering, what's it like to be...
Hakimi has changed the whole game of divorce that even Andrew Tate was impressed. Recently, footballer Ashraf Hakimi's wife filed for divorce after he was accused of RPE and demanded half of his property. She was, however, informed by court that her millionaire husband owns nothing as all his property is registered under his mother's names. Hakimi receives €1 million from PSG monthly, but 80% of this is deposited in his mother Mrs. Fatima's account. He has no property, cars, houses, jewelry, or even clothes in his name. Anytime he wants anything, he asks his mother who buys it for him. What a genius! Hakimi has changed.
Damn, dude, that is fuck. This billionaire put all of his stuff in his mom's name. And this girl tried to divorce him, accusing him of, you know, of like sexual assault or whatever it is. And the girl couldn't get anything because nothing's in his name. Oh my god, that's stunning. That dude be smart. He's like, yeah, I got it. Holy shit, that is fucking awesome. I never even think about that. Man, what the hell's wrong with these girls?
A supplement will never take the place of food, ever. And it's bothersome for me when a lot of younger kids, you know, getting the sport, have the misconception that it's about protein shakes, you know. I get the questions asked all the time to me, hey, what kind of protein shakes do you take? I can tell them what kind of protein shakes I take, but the better scenario is, you know, eating egg whites and oatmeal or eating chicken and rice. And a lot of people have the misconception that it's all about what kind of protein powder you take. And the reality is the best scenario, which most people know deep down inside, is, you know, eating good food is the best scenario. As much good quality food as you can. And supplements are more of, you don't have time to cook, you're running late, you know, this, that, kind of like, you know, a supplement will never take
This is,
ever.
Until what was that? All right, like 5 minutes left. Yeah, I guess she she's gone. I'll she's maturing. I'll hurt her feelings, man. She's walking off. Peace. All right, okay. Hold on. Here's what I want to say earlier too. It's like.
Oh my god, bro.
What was that? All right, like 5 minutes left. Yeah, I guess she's gone. I'll she's maturing. I'll hurt her feelings, man. She's walking off. Peace. All right, okay. Hold on. Here's what I want to say earlier too. It's like.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey, how's it going?
Yuck.
Are you serious, my brother? I was just coming over because I thought you looked cool and shit. I'm just looking for a girl that's loyal.
Guys are like sports. You guys are meant to be played.
And girls are like rocks. The flat ones get skipped.
Yuck.
Are you serious, my brother? I was just coming over because I thought you looked cool
funny
and shit. I'm just looking for a girl that's loyal.
Guys are like sports. You guys are meant to be played.
And girls are like rocks. The flat ones get skipped.
He checks out this girl's ass. She said, girls are like rocks. The flat ones get skipped. Oh, god damn, that was good.
Hey, listen, I can't put up with this kind of behavior. You can't have your titties all over the internet. I can't accept that. You have to be in abundance to tell a woman no. You need to be that kind of man to earn that kind of respect from a woman. And men, by and large, are not doing that now, playing the video games and doing the weed or whatever they're not supposed to be doing. So men choose not to be in abundance in every area of their life. They're not taking care of their business. They're not taking care of their business. They're not taking care of their career, their style. They're not well-read. They're not doing all the things that they're supposed to be able to do. What happens with that is she sees him buckle because he's not in abundance, and then she loses respect for him. And if she doesn't leave him, she cheats. Hey, listen, I can't put up with this kind of behavior. You can't have your titties all over.
breakfast. I asked my girlfriend if I could pick her up any breakfast. She says, no, baby, it's okay. I said, are you sure? She says, yes. So, of course, I picked her up her favorite breakfast burrito. Look, at the end of the day, we got to understand women don't want to be a burden to us. They also want to see us do things for them without asking. It's really not that complicated. Let's see if I was right.
Me and you both know you did not want boiled eggs this morning. I
That's
got
nice.
you a breakfast
That's cute.
burrito.
Okay, as a woman, imagine. Ooh, okay. You found out you're dating a guy, and you found out like he bought you, let's say $100 something for your birthday, and you find out his ex-girlfriend, he rented out a whole club, threw her a whole party, invited all of her friends. And you would, how would you?
Kick off, but in my head, I'm
Yeah, and at first, right, you would be excited for the $100 gift, and you would think, oh wow, this guy's so nice, until you find out about his ex, that he did all of that for. That's the equivalent for guys, as a woman.
I'm in a multi-adult family. There's 3 of us that are raising 2 children. Yeah, I'm non-binary. Yeah, I don't identify as a man or a woman, and I use they, them pronoun.
Okay, and your wife or partner, is it a wife? How would you describe your other half?
All of the adults in my household identify as transgender or non-binary.
Right, and you're only married to one, or you're married to both?
Legally married to one,
right.
in a relationship with another.
What? So the one you're legally married to, what is their name?
Bren.
And Bren identifies as?
A woman.
Uses
woman. She, her.
And she was born a woman and remains identifying as a woman?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Okay, and who's the third member of the...
my partner, Luna, who uses they, them pronouns as well.
And Luna...
They, them? What the hell is... What is they, them? Why are we using these pronouns? What the fuck does that even mean? I never understood that shit. I don't get that. No one uses those pronouns. Just say, if you want... they do a she, her thing. You're a she or her. They're both mean the same thing. I'm so blown away. Are we really that dumb?
That still be living that shit. I don't be talking to y'all on Instagram as some square-ass lame-ass. I'm talking to y'all at the prison, y'all, and see little young boy come in with his tattoos on his face, and he like, oh, gee, what's up? When I'm going home? See, 2073. See, and now all the gang gone. The homies gone. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's lonely than a motherfucker in there. Problem is, so many niggas are scared of y'all. I'm not scared of no young niggas because I'm not coming at you in the wrong way. I'm coming at you the way your daddy ain't come at you, the way your uncle could come at you because them niggas was dead in prison. Don't bring the dumb shit in the game trying to prove that you're a real nigga. And while you proving that you're real, you will finesse yourself out of position and out of opportunity to change your family and generations in your family life.
Come on,
y'all
now.
get money that never got done.
Facts. You want them?
Conversation today was who is the prize in a relationship, man or woman? And my argument is based on some of these statistics, right? That 1 in 3 men are virgins or haven't had sex in a year, which I guarantee none of you have that problem. Women swipe right on only about 5% of men on Tinder. Women find 80+% of men as unattractive on dating apps. Women initiate 70-80% of the divorces. I would argue that it's way harder for men to be attracted to the opposite gender and even keep a girl in some states, in situations. So I think if a relationship is happy in general and the girl's in a good position with the guy, more than likely the guy is the prize in the relationship because he has the leverage. I'm a genuine believer. Open this up for discussion, y'all. But I think the woman has to like the man more than the man likes the woman for the relationship to be happy. In other words, the woman has to feel like she's getting a prize and or a deal that she can't necessarily replace the guy with. Versus on the other hand, when a woman thinks that she could do better, she typically enacts on that and cheats and talks to other men, etc. I'll open it up to you guys if you disagree, but I think men are the prize in general in relationships that are fruitful. Conversation today was who is the
women. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you? This is Pearl. You're live on the air. What is the solution to modern dating going forward for men and for women?
So I believe in 1 or 2 solutions. I think either one, we need to normalize getting married without the state's involvement. That would be my first answer. Or 2, if we need the state's involvement, we need to set up license renewals the same way a driver's license need to be renewed. A gun license needs to be renewed.
That's interesting.
You know, I think marriage license should be renewed, and if you choose not to renew it, you shouldn't need to involve the courts, and both parties should walk away scot-free.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. I've never thought of that. Like a license renewal. What do you think? And then... Hello?
Dude, that is actually pretty cool.
The reason, I didn't know you had hippies here.
I apologize for that. I should have warned you, Mr. Lee.
I love Platoon. I'm telling you right now, my favorite movie is
Turned
Platoon.
into LBJ when you
Apocalypse
walked
Now.
in. Sure.
Full Metal Jacket, right? I'm pro-Vietnam War. Alright, it's the one where Asians we won.
Yeah.
And you guys lost.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You guys lost that thing, man. I'm not a deadhead. Right, I don't believe in flowers inside the muzzle of a gun or nothing like that, bro. But you know, I'm gonna give you a shot. All right, it's good to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm a big proponent of sacrifice your 20s. Completely sacrifice them. In fact, I spent a lot of my 20s with YouTubers that I had never met until previously. What it did is it reinforced how I was feeling until I could get myself in a room with those people or find like-minded people inside their groups or other groups that would understand who I was, and so I didn't have to feel alone anymore, man. That's why I always say suppression is wrapped in love. They're going to come to you and say, hey, bro, I'm worried about you. You know, you used to be this way. You used to care about us, and now you won't even show up and play fantasy football anymore. That used to be our thing, bro. You're changing. Now, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck your fantasy football league, fuck your going out on the, like, dude, I didn't go out in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Texas, I didn't go out. 28, I didn't do shit. I was working, and so, like, I'm a big proponent of sacrifice.
That's really interesting. Do that sacrifice and work multiple jobs and make a bunch of money and then start buying property and shit. Damn, that's crazy. That's insane. There's so much good knowledge out there. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Damn. I'm too lazy.
Second one, if you got a mirror in your pocket, yeah, just because I can see myself in your pants. Second one, if you got.
I called off my engagement after 6.5 years together because I came to realize that I did not want to spend the rest of my life cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, and doing laundry for a man when I worked full-time as well, and that was the expectation for me to take on all of the domestic labor just because I was the woman. That was one of the main motivators for me. I knew that that could not be it, that there had to be more to life, and that I needed, for me, to find a partner who would be a partner and not just a husband. But now I have had a bunch of women reach out to me in my messages with similar
The biggest problem with men today is that I think the world is becoming hyper-competitive. Most men are not aware and understanding of how quickly there's going to be a genuine shift in between those who have things and those who do not have things. Not just finances, but also female status, everything else. And it's a status game, right? And it's becoming harder and harder for men to play. And that's all women's fault, of course. Because, no, but it is, because women choose the winners, right? Women choose who the high-status males are. So women pretend to give a shit about men. Of course they don't. They give a shit about themselves. And a woman, if you ask her what she wants from a man, she's like, I don't want much. I just want to find a nice man who's a millionaire and 6 foot tall and funny and charismatic and interesting and spontaneous and looks after me and doesn't cheat. And is funny and good looking and strong. I don't want much. Like they name all this shit and most dudes are never gonna have. And it's becoming harder and harder, and you end up with people, top G's, who own everything on the planet they could ever possibly wish for, and then you've got other guys who have nothing. Biggest problem.
I gotta tell you, the way white women somehow hijacked the woke movement, generals around the world should be analyzing this. The woke movement was supposed to be about people of color, and it was about that for about 8 seconds. And then somehow, white women swung their Gucci-booted feet over the fence of oppression and stuck themselves at the front of the line. My name is John, with my SUV and my heated seats. You have no idea what it's like to be me. Trashing white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera? The nerve of you white women. files through centuries of our crimes against humanity. And occasionally, when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual.
Is she the reason why you told me to go home earlier? Is she, Keisha? Just so you know, hon, he me all night.
Never forget that women will break rules for alphas and make them for betas. So when a woman says something like, I don't do that, in your head, if she's saying I don't do that, she's basically moving you more towards the beta category. And you need to add in your head with me. So if you say something to her like, I want to do this in the bedroom, or I want to introduce this in the bedroom, let's do that. You know, the intimacy level stuff, let's just deal with that more specifically. And she says, I don't do that, then in your head you have to insert with me, okay? Because she will go through those sexual gymnastics with the chat. They'll always break rules for an alpha and make them for beta. Never forget.
I've been having
Okay, this is fucking ridiculous. This dude's jumping like 20 feet in the fucking air. Literally like 20 feet in the air. That's fucking... I don't know if anyone... I mean, I guess you could if you had enough, like... The dude was utterly fucking ripped at it. Dude, like... I mean, the dude literally like jumped as high as my fucking house. And he's like jumped... I'm like, dude, I'm like... I guess with momentum on that, you could be able to perform like that. Dude, that shit crazy as hell. I love watching those shorts. They're so inspirational. Or inspirational. I can't even fucking speak. I'll be right back. Dude, that's crazy. Are you sitting there fucking jacking off there? I believe some people have a little bit too much privilege. Here's what privilege is for me. as a person. Privilege is something that comes easy. So if you're attractive looking and you get girls turning at you, you got privilege. You got look privilege. If you're a girl and you get guys turning at you, you got look privilege. So to speak. If you got a fat ass, you got those big old boobies and that, you got look privilege. You only have to have a pretty face. That pretty face don't mean shit. Let's look privilege. If you got money, money privilege. Survival privilege. It's all about privileges. If you got something more than the average person, you got privilege. So if I won the lottery right now, being a multi-million-dollar person, I got privilege. I mean, it's just how it works. People say what the hell they want to say. Well, sure, you got privilege. You have more than everybody else, it's a privilege. When I say I know people say this and people say that, I need to go to the gym before it's too late. You got privilege. Time to go to the gym. I enjoy it. I don't know what I'm going to do today. My lats are pretty sharp. I'm trying to get my lats in. I never really worked out my lats too much, so I'm checking it. This back muscle is pretty good. This one, on the other hand, got all this right here. It's getting bigger though. I feel like it's a little tighter. Cool beans. Eat a lot of protein for the day. A lot. I eat 2 big ass chicken breasts. It's probably like over 100 grams of protein per day. It's been working out good so far. It's crazy. Crazy. Actually, I'm gonna get my sweatpants on. So shit. Whatever. I'm gonna be getting off. Yeah, we'll talk more about this. We'll get shit started. Stay safe. Don't worry about getting dates. Work really hard and go to the